Start. Yes, yes. Okay. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. A very warm welcome to all our distinguished guests, respected pharmacy professionals, academicians, students, industry leaders, and everyone who has joined us on this live on YouTube. On behalf of Pharmalok, I extend my heartfelt welcome to all of you to this expert live review discussion on National Pharmacy Commission Bill 2026. You know that the Ministry of Health and Family Welfare has invited comments from all stakeholders on this draft of NPC 2026, which proposes replacing the Pharmacy Act 1948 and establishing the National Pharmacy Commission to regulate the pharmacy education and the pharmacy profession in India. Today's discussion aims to examine the draft objectively, identify its strength, highlight areas requiring improvement, and develop the constructive recommendations that will benefit the pharmacy profession and the public health care. Today's panel consists of India's most respected pharmacy leaders who have contributed significantly to the pharmacy education, professional practice, research, regulation, and the policy. We are privileged to have their valuable insights on this important national legislation. So I will introduce our experts that very recently the very senior and academician Dr. R.K. Khar sir will definitely will join. You know that he's a national convener of Pharmalok, and it's honor to have Mr. Khar sir with us. Second expert, we are having Dr. B.S. Kuchekar sir, one of the renowned personality in the pharmacy profession and advisor of Health Science Department of MIT, World Peace University, Pune. And he has been, he was appointed as a chairman of National Pharmacy Welfare Association, National Pharmacy Commission Review Committee. So he has been studied and analyzed the draft very seriously and sincerely, so he knows the depth of the draft. Our next expert is Dr. Deependra Singh sir, who is an honorable member of Pharmacy Council of India. Sir, welcome to the program. Definitely your perspectives from the Pharmacy Council of India will help us to understand the vision behind the proposed reforms. Our next is Dr. Aryan Gupta sir, who is a national president of Indian Pharmaceutical Association. Sir, we sincerely welcomes you. Your experience in professional pharmacy practice will definitely provide a valuable direction for our pharmacy profession. We are waiting for APTI President Dr. Milind Umekar sir also. So in between definitely will join. We're having our next expert, Dr. Ashish Baldi, who is an head Department of Pharmaceutical Sciences, Director IQAC, Maharaja Ranjit Singh Punjab Technical University, Batinda. Sir, welcome to the today's panel. We eagerly await your thoughts on research, innovation, and industry readiness and global opportunities under this NPC bill. Our next expert is Dr. Sanjay Thonte sir, who is a principal of Channa Basveshwar Pharmacy College, Latur, and one of the expert member in National Pharmacy Welfare Association, National Pharmacy Commission Bill Review Committee. So, sir, we are delighted to have with us. Your experience in the pharmacy education and policy definitely will certainly help us to understand the practical implications of this proposed bill. So, welcome, sir.
Thank you.
So, during this session, I want to start the session with Dr. B.S. Kuchekar sir, who was an chairman of NPWA NPC Review Committee. And I would like to start with Dr. Kuchekar sir. That sir, just as a chairman of this NPWA Review Committee, what is your overall assessment of NPC Bill 2026? Does it represent a transformational reform or only a structural change? Sir, please express your views on this.
Okay. Thank you for your questions. Before proceeding, I must thank Amit Jha sir for giving me the opportunity to be a panel member of this forum. Also, I am thankful to National Pharmacy Welfare Association. They have given me the opportunity to be a chairman of the review committee. So, coming to the question, my assessment regarding the draft of National Pharmacy Commission Bill 2026, it is more structural than transformational. Why? More structural, it focuses on, say, education and regulatory aspects rather than a profession. Many of the issues we can say about the affecting the pharmacy education, pharmacy profession, and they are not addressed by this draft of National Pharmacy Commission bill. For example, if you take the regulatory governance, okay, it is good. Regulatory governance meaning the 4 boards are created. So regulatory governance is okay. We will come to that 4 or it should be 3, but the functions of PCI earlier are now divided in 3-4 boards. Some educational reforms are also there. Digital transformation is also visible in this National Pharmacy Commission Bill draft. Even what is limited, why it is not, why it is a less transformational, say, professional practice reforms are not there. It is not focused on the profession, but focused on the education and regulation. Even research, innovation, startup, they are missing, they are limited. So I'm saying that it is more structural than the transformation. Even there is a limitation in integrating pharmacist's role to the healthcare delivery system. Another thing, that is faculty development. See, faculty is the backbone of any educational institution. Faculty is the pillar. If you enhance the quality of faculty, automatically quality of education will improve. So limited emphasis has been given on the faculty development in this bill. So the bill has potential to transform pharmacy regulation in various ways also. This is about my assessment of National Pharmacy Commission draft bill. Is it okay, sir? Or shall I go in detail?
Sir, by the time definitely we'll go in detail. Thank you for expressing your views, and definitely you have been mentioned that faculty is having a limited emphasis. So I will definitely, it is to be highlighted as when we go through all the chapters, including chapter 1 to chapter 11. So I am coming to the next, our expert, Dr. Ashish Baldi sir. The R.K. Khar sir has joined, sir. Welcome. And you know that Khar sir, no need of any introduction. One of the eminent personality in the pharmacy profession, and who is a national convener of Pharmalok. So welcome, Khar sir. I will go to the next expert, that is Dr. Ashish Baldi sir. Sir, I want to ask about this bill, that whether does it adequately addresses the employability and the industry readiness of the pharmacy graduates? Ashish sir.
Not audible, sir.
Ashish sir, we are not audible to you.
Sir, as Uchekar sir has already said that the bill is not covering the aspects related to clinical pharmacists. hospital staffing, their cadre ratios, their presence in the prescription limits or the authority to the practicing pharmacist, even dispensing pharmacist and what we can say clinical pharmacist role and their regulations have been should have been corrected or rectified. But if I talk about the certain other aspects of new bill, I think there is an integration, multidisciplinary integration expected from Ayush and homeopathy and all other systems also. But it's very challenging. They have different pharmacopoeial standards. They have their different set of GMP requirements. They are multidisciplinary, no doubt, and some glimpse of that should be there in our pharmacy education. But their practice is different, their regulations are different, their manufacturing practices, their pharmacopoeial standards are different. So, by covering all this, whether we will lose out the profession of pharmacy and its practices to the students. That is one question. The second question about this particular is conduct of national exit test. Now it is proposed to have one exit test covering all D form and B form also. But my viewpoint is rather going on this kind of structure, as PCI also was trying to conduct the test, but there was so many practical limitations of this. By conducting this kind of singular test, I think we are in the range of stopping the supply chain or even the rural healthcare system professional pharmacists. I think the success rate in the examination needs to be checked out. Then third thing is, if we talk about an examination, exit examination, whether the internalization or international acceptance of this examination is there or not, because so many of the foreign countries are expecting that our student has to qualify that exam, but whether the equalization of this exam will be there for our students and or not, and that will limit the placement opportunities or the career avenues for students. Then third thing is it's heavily relying on academia and accreditation. So obviously there are practical limitations. 5,000 colleges in a single year, the independent accreditation body has to review it, and then there are court litigation as we are facing right now from the institutions. Even the regulatory and the approval process is halting so many times, that is affecting our admissions also. And more importantly, it is more of a nomination kind of composition in the bill rather than an elective and a democratic approach, what we can say. So that federal autonomy or structure of the Pharmacy Council of India as such has been affecting by nomination of certain people in four boards and then taking care of all aspects of this. So other things from college perspective, punitive fines like 5x of the total batch revenue, or even court litigations and so many other strict implications are there. So the focus should be on quality improvement rather than being a policing kind of role. That should be a major objective, but that is, I think, it is not visible in the bill. And then one more very important practical limited aspect is 1 year timeline for digital synchronization of all pharmacist registry. Now, since so many years we are trying, but still so many of the states are lacking this, and we should understand that digital infrastructure and that mobility across the digital platforms is also needs to be regulated. So these are certain points. Again, one question can be, very personalized. That blanket exemption of NIPERS also is one of the part to be discussed. And then we have to also think that whether the federal autonomic structure of inclusion of all fraternity of pharmacy, including clinical pharmacy, practicing pharmacy, academician, and all other experts should be there in the commission. So these are certain points which I would like to put upon the panel to discuss and highlight on relevancy of these. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for giving us a lot insight on this bill. And as you quoted that right from the other systems of medicines which are included yeah, in the bill. So that is a very big question and getting confusion amongst all the stakeholders of the pharmacy profession. You also mentioned regarding the digital registry and its limitations. No doubt it's there, sir. So that is why we are discussing over here the important issues regarding this bill. Now I will come to our next expertise, the Honorable Dr. Deependra Singh, sir, Honorable PCI member and eminent academician. Sir, just I want to ask that whether the bill replacing the Pharmacy Act 1948 with the National Pharmacy Commission. What are the biggest advantages of this transition? So I want your views, sir.
थैंक यू सर. फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल जितने हमारे लोग इस प्लेटफॉर्म से जुड़े हुए हैं उनको गुरु पूर्णिमा की बहुत बहुत शुभकामनाएं. और आप सबको बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद कि आपने जो एक इतना इम्पोर्टेंट इशू है कि हु इज गोइंग टू डिसाइड अबाउट द फेट ऑफ फार्मासिस्ट, दैट टॉपिक वी आर डिस्कसिंग ओवर हियर. And what you asked specifically related to that, what Dr. Ashish has already said. My feeling is like I welcome that they want to create a commission. It's fine. But my feeling is this draft is made in haze without looking for the foresighting the consequences. If you'll talk about what is best on it, so decentralization is okay, fine. Decentralizing the things are good. They come up with the 4 boards, but again not clear, not because there is always the work is overlapping. So the divide which is required, how they are going to divide the thing, that is very important. That nothing is said about that. But like advisory board, they have talked about the advisory board for that. So the number of representation, along with that, the role of the state pharmacy councils. So the decentralization, you will find it's okay, but I don't feel like if you see the preamble of this bill itself, it is not narrating to the different whole profession. They are talking about few facets of profession. Along with that, they are mixing with the other system, other pathies, another system of medicine, which is rationally it is wrong. If you'll see the overall distribution of the pharmacy education and the number of practitioners of pharmacy, we are having more than 6,500 pharmacy institutions. Along with that, if you compare with the other pathies, they are a few hundred. And for that, you are sharing, the share is being distributed between among all of them, and they will be involved in that. Along with that, if you see, they are having a different regulatory bodies who is already regulating. So it is not an issue that it should be mixed or it should be included in this area. So rather, I think so. The draft, what it is made, I don't know exactly. It is not very clear that what they want to do. Why we talk about, because if you'll see the National Pharmacy that is Medical Commission, so in itself they have made a different commissions for them. They have not made a single commission for medical practitioners. Modern medicine is separate, Ayush is separate, homeopathy is separate. They have already made there, and here we want to mix the modern the allopathic pharmacy with along with because they are having different principles. Even the doses form, their preparation methods, they all are very different. Along with that, you want to give equal share to them, or that they will also share the part and they will participate into the commission. So I feel there are a lot of things to be discussed, and if because I have reviewed the draft very thoroughly, and I've communicated to the ministry also that what they have asked, what the comments on the draft. So I made it. I have already sent my comments to the that ministry also. So there is a lot of thing. I don't know how I can say about that, what the best they are going to do. You are asking about something, this decentralization of power, it's fine. But whole system is dominated by the nominations as shared by that. So then equal representation again. I don't know. You have they have all distributed the whole country into 6 zones. How they are going to give representation to every state? They are not talking about that. Who will be the state? Again, they are talking about the replacing after 2 years, replacing the members of state pharmacy council. So what he will do in 2 years? Also, you are saying there will be frequency of the meetings that is already fixed. So what will be their role? What you want to that you are expecting their contribution to the commission? If a commission is for a 4-year period, then all the members should stay there for 4 years period for that. A lot of things that minutely if you'll go. So institutional framework if you'll see, so they are lacking very much, because even they have not talked about anything, talked about the to preserve the statutory foundation of the Pharmacy Act 19. But as you see, as you will see the draft, there is nothing about the introduction of Jan Vishwas Will amendment which came into 2023. They are not talking about that. Even pharmacy, registered pharmacy, it is not defined who will be dispensing the medicine, which is the core required act, which is to be narrated. So even in the definitions also, you will find there is nothing is defined. Then again, if I'll talk about exit examination, they are saying by a single examination, you are going to evaluate D-Pharm student, you are going to evaluate B-Pharm student, you are going to evaluate M-Pharm student, PharmD students. What you want to do, how it is possible, like their diploma, along with that, nothing is said about what the other pathies you are including, how they are going to cope up with the exit examination. Along with that, equalization you are going to give with that. Then you are also talking about that we will give admission in PG by that examination. So that is very confusing, and nothing is clear in that. So it lot of things to be justified. Then again, legal bindings with the, for example, they are using the term license. License is already being used in 19 that is from the Drug and Cosmetic Act. So they are again overlapping points like that. So very few that is structural. Somewhat I feel like if you have gone through the commissions bills of that medical commission or other commissions, they have tried to make a similar type of structure. But what I feel, the pharmacy is requiring certainly a different view and perspective to creating the commissions, because we are a very diverse profession. Looking into the professional diversity, we are very diverse. We cannot be compared with the medical practitioners because they are having a single domain where they are practicing and there the workplace is fixed. But if you'll see the profession of pharmacy, we are distributed in whole society. If you'll talk about research, if you'll talk about academics, if you'll talk about clinical pharmacy, if you'll talk about hospital pharmacy, industry, so we are very diverse. So we need a very different type of, even if you want to make a commission, we need a very different type of commission. So that I don't know if people have thought about that or not. Along with that, there are so many things to be narrated or to be explained that about the representation. I said there are a lot of things which is required for the representation. Statutory body, they are talking about again. If you see, the bodies are dominated by few class of people or who is practicing in a particular area. The overall representation from all area of the pharmacy, it is again missing. So I am not having courage to say you about that what it is going to create good for the pharmacist, because more or less they are trying to, again, if you see, we are emphasizing on the punishment. Why you are emphasizing on the punishment? What is the reason? You are there to hold hands of the institutions, to improve the quality of the institutions, to promote them for to do better. But you are behaving like a inspector or a police, like you are going to punish the institutions. They are there in the society. They are helping the country. So in another perspective, you'll see like that. Along with that, they are talking about that the very important like area, that is exit test. Exit test. I just discussed about that, and one more area which I am missing. I was trying to say that is a very biggest thing which should be discussed and which should be narrated. That for making of the this bill in really a very good bill for that. So I think so there is a lot of structural changes which is required like if you'll see, they are talking about the monitoring and inspection of the institutions. They are talking about third-party institutions, which is I feel that is a core role of the commission. It should they should keep with the commission, because they can identify the proper evaluators, or yeah, they can select the observers, evaluators. If you'll give to third party, then they are not having any that I always say कि उनका दिल नहीं होगा pharmacy का कि that they will be like a agency and they will be evaluating the institutions. So that is again wrong. It's the power or the this type of activity they should keep with the commission, and it should be through the people who have been selected or nominated or paneled with by the commission. That is also a very important need the things to be narrated. And again, if you'll see the institutional again the institutional governance is also required to be improved in that, if overall see. So overall I find that we should, again, they should very thoroughly go through the draft. There is a lot of things about that need to be discussed there. So I think so this 10 minutes or 20 minutes will not sufficient, because while I was studying the draft, almost 15 days I kept for it and searching for the references and comparing with the other commissions. So this effort is very good, and I'm very happy that we are also going to give some recommendations. So though I'm having so many points to discuss, but I know the time is very limited, and I have already taken much of time. So personally, I'll be writing to you to be communicated to the commission also, that to the ministry also about this bill. So I'm very happy that bill has came, but it need to be again revised or redrafted again with keeping the heart of pharmacy in that.
Yes, sir, sure. We know that it's very difficult to emphasize detail about this bill in a very short time, but still you have been emphasized a lot, sir, within short time, right from the decentralization, and the everyone is having a question about the nomination dominancy. So that is a question mark. National exit test, again a question mark, and so many definitions.
Again, just I was sharing, I missed that point.
Okay.
I'm talking about by this exit examination, what you want to create. Whole system is created by you. You are talking about monitoring the quality of the institution. You are talking about accreditation. You are talking about the universities are doing inspections. The bodies are doing inspections. And after all efforts, what we have made during the whole course, again, you want to put an exit exam. Why? Just I don't understand why you are going for the exit exam.
You are doubting on yourself.
Exactly, because if you have to improve, you have to inline quality measures should be taken. Why
Yes.
you want to check the final product of the? We know we are pharmacists. We know the in-process quality control, and that we have to take care of it. So why
Yes.
you want to evaluate the final product and you want to pass fail them?
Okay, so objective should be clearly defined. While
Yeah.
Thing. Exactly, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you very much. Dr. Milind Omekar, sir, Honorable President APTI has joined in the meeting, sir. Welcome in this Pharmalok, very important discussion on the reviews of this pharmacy bill.
Thank you.
Okay.
Actually, I did it because due to getting the...
It's okay, sir. We can understood.
I was watching your on YouTube video.
Okay. Welcome, sir.
Anyway, already good evening to all the teachers. आज के गुरु पूर्णिमा के दिन सभी टीचर्स को मैं वंदन करता हूँ, और जो अभी तक इनपुट्स दिए हैं कुचेकर सर, ऑनरेबल कुचेकर सर, my friend Dr. Ashish, and my esteemed friend Dr. Dipendra, who is representing APTI as well as the Pharmacy Council of India, and also he is the chairman of ERC committee. As already Dipen sir brief about the entire thing which we have discussed earlier also, and we are really, as a APTI, we welcome the initiative of the government for modernizing the regulatory framework of the pharmacy education as well as pharmacy practice. But I think it is just a framework, and it requires a lot of improvement, as already mentioned, that the nominations and the regulatory the representations to each and the balance representations to all the profession of the pharmacy. Similarly, regarding the exit examination, when we are applying all the norms by the commission only, and after that again we want to conduct the exit exam, it shows that we are doubting ourselves only. So instead of that, we are already planning a good to provide good education to the student, and everywhere we are taking care of quality to maintain the quality. I don't think there is a need of any exit examination after all these applications of all these norms during the educations. So I don't think there is a need of any exit examination. During this entire going through the entire draft, we realized that we have to give the equal weightage to education as well as profession as well as to the pharmacy practice also. And it should give the balance and professionally representative governance with all the strong academic and give the representations to the academic also. And we are planning for the modern curriculum and assessment on competency and outcome based principles. Then why there is a need of exit examination? These some things are required, and I think इस पूरे ड्राफ्ट में कहीं पे अभी तक पूरा क्लियर मेंशन नहीं है. It will definitely need some more inputs from the professionals and as well as from the expertise, because it is just a draft. I don't think it will be the final draft, and it requires a lot of suggestions throughout the India. We already call the suggestions throughout the India from all the teachers as well as from all the professionals. We compiled all the draft, and we are also as a PTI we are going to send the compiled draft of the suggestions to the ministry by tomorrow, and we are going through that, and we got a good suggestions throughout India from the various teachers as well as various professionals, and definitely we need many changes in this draft. And as already most of the things are covered by the DPEN also, so I do think this is required in this draft. So thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Omekar sir. You have been mentioned. You have been mentioned most of the areas already, which were in the discussion. Definitely, being a PTI president or the leader of APTI, as you might have been also mentioned that faculty emphasis is not that much attained within this bill. So that must be there. And again, so many sections under the various chapters. Thank you, sir, for your valuable suggestions on this draft. Now, I would like to ask the question to our next expertise, Dr. Gupta, sir, who is an president of Indian Pharmaceutical Association. Sir, from the perspectives of Indian Pharmaceutical Association, does this MPC bill adequately represent the interest of the practicing pharmacists?
Good evening and happy Guru Purnima to all of you. As you have asked, we all have gone through the Pharmacy Commission bill, and what we observed, actually all my previous speakers, they've explained, and similar observations are ours also. From our IPA, we have given comment with suggestion and objection both to the concerned department. And it is required now only 2 days left. All the professionals association of our pharmacy profession and the expert as an individual basis should submit their comment so that the authorities should think over it and make a proper, if they want to bring National Pharmacy Commission, they should bring this bill in the parliament with total in right perspective, not in a mixed haphazard way. The ayus, it is a very absurd thing. That's why whatever session raised by our speakers, previous speaker, Dr. Dipender Singh, Dr. Ashish Pal, Dr. Bhanudas, and our Professor Milin, all have justified points they have given. And similar thinking are us also. That's why, once again, I request you and also all the members present here, we should all submit also personal basis as well as throughout professional basis, so that a concrete and better pharmacy commission should come, so that our pharmacy profession will flourish. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. IPA's role is very important in giving the suggestions and the comments on this bill, and definitely you have been mentioned so many aspects. Thank you once again. Now I will move to the next expertise, Dr. Sanjay Thonte sir. Sanjay Thonte sir was a member of National Pharmacy Welfare Association, National Pharmacy Commission Review Committee, and he has been analyzed the bill very critically, and he has been under his membership. Kuchekar sir was also the chairman of that review committee, and they have recommended near about 62 recommendations along with the section wise and the chapter wise. So I will ask a question to Dr. Sanjay Thonte sir. Sir, what are the practical challenges do you see in implementing this NPC bill at the national and the state level? And also suggest the important suggestions regarding this bill. Sanjay sir, please.
Thank you. My vandan to all gurus who were here in the meeting, Dr. Kuchekar sir, Dr. Khar sir, Dr. Gupta sir, Dr. Seniors gurus, and all gurus on this particular meeting. Happy Guru Purnima. As Praveen sir told, NPWA review committee gone through the details on the review of this draft of Indian National Pharmacy Commission. We have made review on the macro as well as micro level, chapter wise, point wise, section wise, and as Praveen sir told, 60 reviews we have compiled and submitted to the ministry for recommendations. Already so many points are covered by honorable panelists. Some few points that left in the discussion I'm going to put in front of you. The basic thing, this National Pharmacy Commission bill having some confusion and some question in my mind. This bill is for what purpose? When you go for the object, when you read the object of this bill, whether this bill is going to regulate the education, admission, and fee regulation of the pharmacy institution, or whether it is regulating the pharmacy profession and practice. When you see detail, the object of the bill, there is a list concerned with the pharmacy profession and the practice. And object of the bill is also very broadly spoken, multi-directional, multi-points there are included in the object. Through this bill, we will regulate the education, we will go for the research, we will control the quality of education, we will develop the technical facilities, research, etc. When you see the Pharmacy Act 1948, and when you go for the object of that Pharmacy Act, this is in one line, to regulate the pharmacy profession. So here the object is not very clear. It is concerned with only education. It is concerned with the admission. It is concerned with the fee and giving approval to the pharmacy institutions. If it is so, then what are the roles of state government? What are the roles of central government? What the education department at centrally working and state level working? What is the role of UGC? What is the role of universities? So many questions arise. Through the Pharmacy Act, Pharmacy Council of India was established. I think through this National Pharmacy Commission bill, the commission is going to establish. And commission, I think it is a professional body. And this professional body is look for the profession only. They have to think for the profession. They have to suggest the professional development. They have to develop. They have to suggest the professional practices, what they want, what type of professional they are going to develop. For that, what the requirements are there, what regulations are required. So these are the things should be covered, rather than speaking on the education, admission. These are the administrative aspect, and there are the department, there are the authorities working on that means For regulating the education, there is a education department. For regulating the admission, there is a admission authorities at the state level, at the central level, CET, DT, Directorate of Technical Education, state government, or examining authorities. These are the authorities, they are working for the admissions, etc. Then whether this commission or through this commission, through this bill, the commission is going to establish, it is an administrative body or looking for the profession, or it is for the welfare of the profession and practice of the pharmacy. So that's why I object, but my objections are there on the objectives of this commission, this bill. The objective should be precise in the short. What the objectives we have suggested in our draft, that is to regulate the pharmacy practice and profession. So this much is there, because everything you are speaking in the objectives, then later on when you are going to implement this bill, implement this commission, whatever the difficulties arises in the future, for that what remedy you are going to see. Generally, whatever the acts come into the force, it should be in the precise, it should be in the one line. And when we are going to implement, whatever the difficulties coming, whatever the problems we are facing, for that we are going to frame the regulations. So through this bill, there is an act, there is an object, there is a regulations, everything is there. Then in future, what we are going to do? So this is my first question. Second thing, in the bill, throughout the bill, the word license is appeared. So license, what they have mentioned, it is a license for the profession entry. As far as my perspective, license is the permission granted on the particular person for doing a particular act. So license is the permission for restricted work, selling the drugs, manufacturing the medicine, selling the weapons, keeping the weapons. So under this definition, license comes. So what the word license here it is used, it is not like a license. It should be the professional entry. So a lot of confusions will be there in the professional if such type of words used in the draft. The pharmacist, the future pharmacist will think that after getting the license as per this bill, they can run the pharmacy, they can go for the manufacturing activities, they can get the poisonous act license, means they can do anything. With a single certificate or with a single document, with a single license, they can do so many activities. So this type of questions there. Apart from the composition of this commission, composition of boards, so many things are already discussed. I am not discussing on that. I am going to discuss on the powers and functions of the commission as well as board. The powers of commission as well as board is again related to the education, regulating the education, regulating the admission, regulating the fee, register, pharmacy register, etc. There is a list spoken on the pharmacy practice. There is no any suggestions or any powers given for the commission as well as board for regulating the profession as well as practice. Again, there is advisory council is there. Again, council is looking for or giving the advice on education, admission, etc. Again, the professional advice or a practice advice is again lacking. One more thing is there regarding the funds. Utilization of the fund is again for regulating the institution, faculty development, research, etc. Whatever the professional practice, professional upliftment, professional growth. Is there any funds you have reserved for the professional development? Nothing is there. So these are the things. And one more important thing, if you are through this bill, you are regulating the education only. It is concerned with the education only. In that case, you have to revise the curriculum after every 2 years, after every 5 years. Nothing is there. When you go for the other affiliating bodies or universities, etc., they are revising the syllabus quarterly. They are revising the syllabus yearly, semester-wise. They are going to revise the syllabus. But revision of syllabus, revision of curriculum, nothing is space given in this. And I am talking about the professional practice. When you thinking for the profession, and this commission is for the sake of the profession development. In that case, there should be the provision for continuing education program for the professional persons. So that is also missing in this bill. So these are the some points which was not discussed earlier, and I want to keep in front of you. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much, sir. As you have been mentioned, that objective itself is having a lacuna, that it's not clearly defined with the act, and you have been also mentioned that some of the definitions like license and it is also unclear or making doubt in the minds of the stakeholders. Along with it, sir, under chapter first, within some of the definitions like pharmacy and practice of pharmacy, they are also doubtful when you go through the definitions, and it is needed to be revised as per the suggestions of taking the suggestions from different stakeholders. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Sanjay sir, for your very valuable suggestions to the regarding this commission. Now I will move to our national convener of Pharmalok and eminent personality in the pharmacy profession, Dr. R.K. Khar sir. Sir, I'm requesting you to express your views on the overall discussion of the NPC Bill 2026.
Thank you, Dr. Praveen, and all the panel members on this discussion this evening. Well, at the outset, I would like to say that I am in agreement with all the panel members that this Indian National Pharmacy Commission Bill has been done in quite a lot of haste, and there are lots of gaps in it, and this is not going to fulfill the needs of the profession at large. Let me tell you that in last 5 decades, the profession of pharmacy has gone through great upheavals. We thought Pharmacy Council of India in the beginning is the regulatory body. Then we switched over to AICTE as well. We played with it for a long time. Then again, we thought, no, it is the Pharmacy Council of India which should be the sole representative body to control all the activities of the profession. Now again, unfortunately, we are again swimming down from one sea, from Atlantic Sea to the Indian Sea, or Indian Sea to the Atlantic Sea. I think something very unfortunate for all the professions. Anyway, I would just start with the profession of pharmacy at the international level is represented by International Pharmaceutical Federation. It defines all the responsibilities and the aspects of the profession of pharmacy. If you look at its preamble, its constitution, AFIP has 3 dimensions. In these 3 dimensions, we have pharmaceutical education as the main dimension, which is the fountainhead of the family of the profession. And the other 2 dimensions are pharmaceutical sciences, which is regulatory science, pharma industry, blah, 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 which is interdisciplinary to a larger extent at many places, R&D and everything. While as a third important dimension and the base is pharmacy. That is the nucleus. That is the patient-oriented pharmacy. I think this bill is very, very incomplete in that very basic, very fundamental aspect of the profession which needs to be taken care of. My friends have already raised about it and they have talked about it. I think there are various, we cannot, say in detail now in 10 or 15 minutes. I think, when I was looking at the chapter 3, it has a chairman, 15 ex-officio members, and 13 part-time members. Well, if you look at ex-officio members, it may be all right, to have a couple of joint secretaries from Ministry of Health, or maybe Ministry of Ayush, which is not required. Then DCGI is okay. 1 person from National Medical Commission, okay. Then a representative from Department of Pharmaceuticals. Well, okay, maybe to some extent, then one UGC representative, president of the 4 boards. Then there are 4 people nominated by the central government. One of them is one of the directors of NIPERS. Then there is director of pharmacy education of ITRA, teaching Ayurvedic sciences. Again, I don't know why, what rationale this has been included. What is his role? They have different act. We have different act. I think my friends have already talked about it. I don't want to dilate it. We are simply diluting it, and the core profession needs strength. Then there is also one pharmacy professional from Indian system of medicine, homeopathy. I don't know. Well, is it required? It is required. Then there are part-time members. Then I don't understand the concept of ex officio and part-time members. Did we have this concept earlier? And part-time members are something like subordinate to the main members. They will be there only for 2 years. So there will be no continuity of thought process. It has to be a same board for at least 4 years, which is contemplated. Then if you look at the exit exams, I will not discuss. This is again very, very, they have given a lot of importance to it, I don't think if we start doubting our own system, if we are regulating with all the laws, regulating with everything, yet we are telling the students you have to give the examination, it's not correct, Students you see, Gen Z and this present generation, they cannot be over-regulated. It's a word of caution to all of us. Don't over-regulate our students, it will land us into trouble. Then these 4 boards which are there, again, look at these boards, maybe there are 4 boards, one for the modern medicine, one for the Indian system of medicine and homeopathy. What is the role? If you are mixing water with the oil, I don't think there's any requirement of having a board. Board is the highest authority. I was a member of the All India Council of AICT board. It is the highest body, policy making body. So what is the requirement and the need for having a board for Indian system of medicine, homeopathy in the National Pharmacy Commission? We should go by what is pharmacy. We should know what are the requirements of the pharmacy in our own country. I don't think this Indian pharmacy, this National Pharmacy Commission bill is at all complete, in its requirements to our country. We need to revise it thoroughly. There should be a more discussion, and in order to include the core needs of the profession, which can be addressed, which are very well known to us at the national level as well as the international level. I thank all the panel members for giving very good thoughts. And in fact, I need more to study about this bill to be able to comment much more on that. Thank you very much, all of you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. You have been emphasized on a very important aspect like the composition of NPC itself, the composition of the various boards. As most of you have been agreed that no need of these other systems of boards are also. And most of you are also agreed regarding no need of this exit examination after the course of the studies for registration. Definitely, sir. Thank you once again. We are moving at the end of this session. But before concluding, just I want to ask another question to all of the expert members in the panel, that if the Ministry of Health and Family Welfare accepts only 3 important recommendations from each one of you before finalizing this NPC Bill 2026, what would be that 3 recommendations be and why? No doubt, I think it is very injustice to other areas of the draft also, but still, you have to mention the 3 important priorities on this bill and why. One by one, so I would like to ask.
I would like to, Dr. Praveen, I would like to, it's very difficult to give three. I mean, we have already told our views
Yes,
of
yes.
three
Most of the aspects
recommendations.
are covered.
I in fact want to give this responsibility to the Pharmacy Council of India and to the chairman of the Education Regulation Committee of PCI, because they are at a better place.
Okay.
They will listen to them rather to me or to any other individual. I think if the recommendation goes from the PCI or for that matter, from any other body which is for that purpose, it will be relevant. Anyway, we will all talk about it.
Just I'm adding, Praveen sir, I'm adding in sir's statement. Like the council is very thoroughly and very methodically, they have given the suggestions, objections and comments on the commission's bill, and president was very much involved in that, and there was a lot of discussions in a whole council, and a very thorough draft review of the draft is made and will be submitted to, or is submitted to that. Along with that, I'm associated with so many associations, professional bodies. They have also given the suggestion. But from this platform, we are having a lot of viewers who are watching the different people who have connected from the different professional areas. I'm requesting you all that you should at least you submit your objections and suggestions to the ministry, so that it should be it should not like that there are few people who are representing and they are giving suggestions, but maybe you write a single letter, a single chapter, there is an email, we share the email with you, what the objection, what the finding you are having, at least write, like Praveen sir said, 3. Okay, fine, you give 3 recommendations. So if you will have hundreds of or thousands or lakhs of, we are 20 lakh pharmacists we are practicing. We are more than 20, if you'll see 6,500 institutions. So at least representation should be, because I don't know, after this bill, I'm not worried about the commission. Okay, you make a commission, but it should be very relevant. And we are welcoming the step. Okay, you want to review, it's fine. What the best of the pharmacy act you are having, you should keep it with that. So there is no need, if you are having a good trend, good practice, why you want to remove everything from there? So I don't know how it is made, but I'm again from this platform, I'm requesting to all the pharmacy professionals that you should write. There is again a day is remaining. Tomorrow is the last day for submitting the comment to the ministry. So I am again requesting you all, what you feel about the this draft bill. You should write to the ministry. There is an email. You will not take more than 5 to 10 minutes to draft it. Your comments on that, and you just submit to the ministry that we are having such objection. Because I don't know what will be the scene after this commission. I'm not able to imagine it. And again, सर ने मना किया, लेकिन मैं फिर भी बोल रहा हूँ कि अगर मुझे 3 चीज कुछ इस बिल से अगर तुरंत हटाने होंगे, तो सबसे पहला मैं इसमें से आयुष और जो एडिशनल बॉडीज है जिसमें इन्वॉल्व है, I'll remove that. कि okay, maybe we'll be governed by the everything is accepted if you are not mixing with the others. So there is a lot of things to be revised, but one thing that they should work on it, that they should remove the other pathies from this our own professional body.
Yes, sir. It is always.
Sorry, I have taken in between.
No. It's okay, sir.
But it is because those people who are going through the draft, you that's बोलते हैं शिक्षक बहुत संभल के बात करते हैं और अच्छे से बात करते हैं, पर उसको देख के रोष आता है कि कोई कैसे ऐसा बना सकता है.
Yes, sir. And so you mentioned very important aspect that everyone's suggestion is very important, whether it is 2, 3, or maybe in more number. But suggestions are very important. So on this platform of Pharmalok, those who are the viewers, as Dipendra sir has been mentioned, that everyone should contribute and suggest as early as possible, because tomorrow is the last deadline given by the Ministry of Health. So you suggest most of the important recommendations to the Ministry of Health. So I am coming to the B.S. Kuchekar sir. Sir, what will be your priorities in your concluding remarks about suggestions? Sir, you are unmute. Please unmute.
Yes, sir. As discussed by Dr. Khar and Dr. Dipendra Singh. First, I would suggest that remove the Pharmacy Education Board for Indian System of Medicine and Homeopathy. Already they have representation somewhere else. So only 3 boards should be there. It's okay, and it should be there. Second thing, redesign the national exit test. Actually, it should not be there. Okay, actually, it should not be there. But if at all it is to be included, it should be redesigned. In existing draft, what is given, the same national exit test is to be used for PG admission. It is not justifiable. Already there is a test, GPAT, entrance test. So why should this be linked to the PG admission? This is my second one. And third, there should be professional autonomy, professional dignity to our pharmacy profession. That is not reflecting in this. So these are my 3 suggestions, you can say, but these are my 3 suggestions. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, sir. Thank you for your valuable inputs. So the same question to Dr. Ashish Baldi, sir.
सर मैं अगेन उस पॉइंट पे नहीं आऊंगा कि 3 वैल्यूएबल सजेशंस क्या हैं जिससे ये चेंज किया जाए, क्योंकि ये सभी को क्लियर है कि काफी सारे चेंजेस होने हैं। बट एक ऑफ द ट्रैक पॉइंट मैं यहाँ रखना चाहता हूँ पैनल के सामने कि ये ड्राफ्ट या ये बिल ऐसा लगता है कि जैसे जब बच्चे को आपने प्यार से समझाने की कोशिश की हो और उसे हाथ पकड़कर चलाने की कोशिश की और वो बच्चा जब नहीं चलता या कुछ परेशानी करता है तो फिर आप उसको छड़ी दिखा देते। तो ये जो बिल के पब्लिक ट्रांसपेरेंसी की बात की है, मैंडेटरी डिस्क्लोजर अपलोड होगा और उस पे थर्ड पार्टी उसकी ऑब्जर्वेंस करेगी, ऑन द स्पॉट ऑडिट करेगी। क्या ये प्रक्रिया अभी नहीं चल रही है? लेकिन प्रॉब्लम है हमारे माइंडसेट का, और कुछ हद तक हम प्रोफेशनल भी उसके जिम्मेदार हैं कि जो चीजें इम्प्लीमेंटेड हैं क्या हम उसको उस लेवल पे, लेवल ऑफ डिग्निटी, लेवल ऑफ ट्रूथ पे हम करते हैं। पोस्ट फार्मासिस्ट के लिए एक पॉलिसी बनाई है कि डिजिटल रजिस्ट्रेशन होगा, आधार इनेबल्ड होगा। अब हम सब जानते हैं कि पूरे इंडिया में डिस्पाइट ऑफ द एग्जिस्टेंस ऑफ ऑल द रेगुलेटरी बॉडीज, घोस्ट फार्मासिस्ट इज वन ऑफ द बिगेस्ट प्रॉब्लम। अब थर्ड पार्टी ऑडिट की बात करें तो नेक के इंस्पेक्शंस होते हैं, एनबीए के इंस्पेक्शंस होते हैं, फार्मेसी काउंसिल ऑफ इंडिया ने भी क्यूसीआई के इंस्पेक्शंस कराएं, रेगुलेटरी अप्रूवल के लिए भी वो इंस्पेक्शंस कराती हैं। तो इंस्पेक्शन होना कोई नई प्रक्रिया तो नहीं है, लेकिन उसको स्ट्रिंजेंट करने के लिए शायद ये सोचा गया हो कि थर्ड पार्टी ऑडिट होगी, इंडिपेंडेंट ऑडिटर्स होंगे और वो सारी प्रक्रियाएं होंगी। हम बात करते हैं कि हेल्थ एंड एजुकेशन, हेल्थ और एजुकेशन एक्चुअली गवर्नमेंट की प्रायोरिटी होनी चाहिए, बट ये दुर्भाग्य है कि हेल्थ और एजुकेशन आज भी प्राइवेट प्लेयर्स को अपना रोल प्ले करके देना पड़ता है। और जब हम उनके क्वालिटी एजुकेशन की बात करते हैं तो हम फिर क्या हम ये एक प्रश्न भी तो है कि हम क्वालिटी एजुकेशन नहीं दे पा रहे हैं, लेकिन इसको एक छड़ी दिखा दी गई है कि नेक्स्ट एग्जाम होगा, वो क्वालिफाई करिए तब आपकी क्वालिटी चेक होगी। इसी तरह से इंस्टीट्यूशनल रैंकिंग की बात हो तो NIRF है, क्यू रैंकिंग है, या कई सारी ऐसी रैंकिंग्स हैं जो ऑलरेडी एग्जिस्टेंस में, और हम वो सब चीजें प्रैक्टिस कर रहे हैं। तो बहुत ज्यादा चीजें नई तो नहीं है, काफी सारी प्रैक्टिसेस ऑलरेडी चल रही हैं। क्या वो अच्छे से चल रही हैं, ये एक बहुत बड़ा प्रश्न है। और मेरा सजेशन ये है कि आप सब कुछ इम्प्लीमेंट करिए। क्या हम विरोध करके इसको रोक सकते हैं? मेरे ख्याल से नहीं। हम इसको बेहतर बना सकते हैं, ये बात जरूर है। इतनी सारी लिमिटेशंस 1948 से लेके अब तक, या 43 में BHU के एग्जिस्टेंस लेके 1937 में BHU के एग्जिस्टेंस लेके अब तक फार्मेसी प्रोफेशन ने झेली है। सारी लिमिटेशंस के बावजूद कहते हैं कि उसूलों पर आंच आए तो टकराना जरूरी है, और जिंदा हैं तो जिंदा नजर आना जरूरी है। तो हम सबको आज ये एक फिर मौका आया, जो खार सर ने कहा कि पहले PCI, फिर AICT, फिर PCI और अब ये कमीशन। तो ये चैलेंजेस हम सब ने देखे। इसके बावजूद हम 6500 इंस्टीट्यूशंस हैं, इसके बावजूद हम वर्ल्ड की सबसे थर्ड लार्जेस्ट मैन्युफैक्चरिंग फैसिलिटी है, इसके बावजूद हम 200 से ज्यादा नेशंस को ड्रग एक्सपोर्ट कर रहे हैं, इसके बावजूद हमारी इकोनॉमिक ग्रोथ रेट है वो इंडिया की ग्रोथ रेट से 3 गुना ज्यादा है। इसके बावजूद हमारे यहाँ हाईएस्ट यूएस एफडीए कंप्लायंट फैसिलिटीज है। इसके बावजूद कई सारी चीजें हैं जो इस प्रोफेशन को गर्व से हमें कहना चाहिए कि हम फार्मासिस्ट हैं, और इसकी एक क्वालिटी को, इसकी डिग्निटी को, इसके स्टेचर को बचाने के लिए हम सबको जो प्रयास करना चाहिए वो हमें इंडिविजुअलिस्टिक, एसोसिएशन वाइज, काउंसिल वाइज, जहां से भी हो सके हम करें। लेकिन मैं फिर से एक बात कहूंगा, ये कमीशन हो सकता है, काउंसिल हो सकती है, कुछ भी हो सकता है, फार्मेसी प्रोफेशन के आंख कान नाक हम लोग हैं, और अगर हम लोग इस प्रोफेशन को बचाएंगे तभी ये प्रोफेशन बचेगा और सही हाथों में रहेगा।
Yes, sir. Very valuable insights you quoted about the regarding this bill, and definitely pharmacy के हम नाक कान सब अवयव है, तो we have to save our profession. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Now I will go to our next expertise, Dr. Milind Umekar, sir, the President APTI, sir. Your concluding remarks in respect with the teachers in relevance of this bill.
So thank you, Dr. Praveen sir. As already all the experts give their opinion, and you was asking about the three main things which for which we are insisting, and already Ashish sir brief about the entire practices going on and what the colleges and teachers are doing for maintaining the quality as well as ranking and other things also. So definitely we are against the other pathy in the pharmacy, because this is National Pharmacy Commission and it should be exclusively for pharmacy profession only. And definitely I am totally against the national exit examination. Instead of that, the draft should be mentioned about the GPAT examination for the PG admission, as well as they should mention about the stipend also, so that स्टूडेंट को बाद में वेट करने की जरूरत ना पड़े और स्टाइपेंड के लिए झगड़ने की जरूरत ना पड़े। जैसा कि when we shifted from AICT to PCI, that time for 1 year students are in the dilemma from where they will get the stipend. So they should mention about the PG entrance examination as well as stipend instead of the national exit examination, because they are already mentioning long about the maintaining the quality and all. And definitely I will insist for the give more representation to the academia and professional pharmacy professional instead of bureaucrats, क्योंकि जब this commission is going for the national pharmacy profession, so there should be a representations of the professionals as well as pharmacy academician, like earlier in the PCI, because in the PCI there is a minimum 2 representatives from every state throughout the nation, and there is a good number of representation from the all professionals in the PCI. Similarly, I want the more representations of academia and the pharmacy professional instead of the bureaucrats in this. These are the main three things which I would like to recommend, and I would like to suggest to the draft commission committee.
Okay, thank you, sir. Very important aspects you have been mentioned. No doubt, we know that it is very injustice to other areas of the draft also, but we are just mentioning the priority wise. But it is very difficult to cover within these 3 priorities. I can understood, but still, we have to prioritize the 3 important recommendations.
Yeah, I already mentioned the academia and other professions.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
And other professions. So it includes hospital, community, regulatory.
Yes, sir. Other professionals and the major representation should be from academia. Your point is, yes, it's noted, sir. Definitely, everyone wants the representation from academia. Thank you, sir. Thank you once again.
Thank you, sir.
I will come to the next our expertise, Dr. Gupta, sir. So, the professional point of view, being an IPA president, sir, please express your concluding remarks. Gupta, sir, please.
Yes. Concluding is that we all have to submit our comment. 31st is the last date. By only talking will not work. We have talked and we got the point. And what I observed, more or less, all points are similar to all of us. That's why we should submit the representation. We have already submitted from our IPA, and I request all individuals, we should submit as an individual members also. Then only the authority will consider the suggestions and they will change the necessary change in the commission bill so that commission will be a more effective will come. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. Definitely, we will submit from Pharmalok as early as possible after this meeting. We have been noted all the important aspects, as well as we are referring the recommendations from the various professional organizations like APTI, IPA, NPWA, and other professional bodies also. And accordingly, we'll submit it as early as possible. Thank you, sir. I will move to the next, our expertise, Dr. Thonte, sir. So, sir, please express your concluding remarks.
So, as you asked for 3 points, which will be going to keep in front of ministry, the preferred 3 points. When you're talking about the 3 points, my first point will be the objective of the bill. Objective of the bill will be in the short and precise. What objective we have suggested through our draft recommendation, that is to regulate the pharmacy profession and practice. Because pharmacy profession, it covers the education, it covers the pharmacy institutions, its curriculum, its examination pattern, everything it is covered in the profession. Practice covered the pharmaceutical care. So everything it is included in that. So objective should be in precise. And later on, there is a scope for drafting the regulation and rules through this act in the future. So that's why it should be in the precise. Second thing, that is regarding the composition of commission and board. So composition of commission and board should be there by taking only pharmacy professionals, the pharmacy people from all the areas, academician, hospital pharmacists, then regulatory pharmacists, then community pharmacist, everything, every angle of the pharmacy profession should be covered. And other professional like ISM, homeopathy should not be included there. And the functions of these two, commission as well as board, should be regarding the professional development and professional practice. So these are lacking in the bill, and this should be there. And the last thing, whatever the objectionable words are there, which are given in the definition of the first chapter, that is in the definition. If you revise that objectionable word, like a license, like a ISM, like a pharmacy, definition of the pharmacy professionals, then exit exam, national exit exam through which we are getting the license. So this objectionable word or confusing word, if you are removing, then entire draft will be drafted in the correct manner, and the correct meaning will get, and what we discussed from last 1 year. So all the things we are getting through that. So that's why these are the 3 words, 3 things that I want to keep. Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. As you mentioned, that revision of these definitions will impact most of the provisions under the Act, because as the other pathies which are included under the definition, and because of that, these pathies have mentioned within the different provisions, including compositions of the NPC as well as compositions of the various boards also. So thank you very much, Thonte sir. Now I am requesting, I would like to request Dr. R.K. Khar sir for his concluding remarks.
Well, I think everything is more or less clear now. To be very brief, I would say, and I agree with Dr. Kuchekar that first and the foremost should be that we only require 3 main boards under Chapter 4. There is no requirement of board for Indian system of medicine and homeopathy, because this is not a commission which deals with these 2 systems. This should be eliminated. Second, I want that composition of the commission, and you see, underlined and inverted commas, it is pharmacy commission, and if it is pharmacy commission, we should have relevant members, a proper representation to all the sections of the profession, as has been enunciated by other members. Then thirdly, what I think, and I said that our patient-oriented pharmacy, the clinical pharmacy, is emerging out and is having more applications in future. And there is no concrete mention or policy with regard to the pharmacy as by International Federation of Pharmacy, which is clinical role, pharmacy role, and all that. It needs to be properly defined. These are my three takeaways on the basis of discussions. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. You are these valuable three important aspects, as you mentioned, within this bill. Definitely, it is needed to be revised. I'm going to conclude the session. That on behalf of before that, just I would like to ask any one of the member if anything want to suggest, please suggest so that I can conclude the session with the permission of all the expert members. Is there any remark you want to mention again, or I should conclude? Shall I conclude? Khar sir, please.
Yes, I think we have discussed it. Everybody has expressed his opinion 2 times.
Okay.
First in the second stage also. It's more or less clear. I think you should make notes.
Yes, sir. I have been noted all the points of all the expertise.
So that Pharmalok can also submit a representation to the ministry as suggested by Dipinder and all the other President APTI and President IPA, Dr. Ashish and Dr. Sanjay, all of them, and Dr. Kuchikar.
Yes, sir. I have noted all the important aspects what the members has been suggested, and accordingly we will prepare a draft, and tomorrow Pharmalok will submit that draft to the ministry. Definitely we will do it as early as possible. So I'm going to conclude the session. On behalf of Pharmalok, I express the sincere gratitude to all our distinguished expertise for your sharing your valuable knowledge and constructive suggestions, as well as your insights will assist the pharmacy fraternity and contribute to the informed stakeholders feedback on the NPC Bill 2026. I also thank every participant who has been joining us live from the different parts of India. We hope that the final legislation reflects the aspirations of the pharmacy professionals while strengthening this pharmacy education, professional practice, patient safety, and the public health. Thank you once again. Again, I'm thankful to each and every expert member. Thank you once again to all of you who have been joined this session. Stay connected with the Pharmalok. Together, let us work towards a stronger pharmacy profession and healthier India. Jai Hind. So the session is over. Thank you. Thank you once again. Good night.
Thank you so much.